Hello YouTube, welcome back to another deck profile video. This time I'm gonna bring you God Enel. Probably now the most annoying yellow decks to play against. But still I'm gonna do a deck profile for it because it is a deck that I own. Not that I really wanted to play it, but I wanted to learn the matchup. And I'm a kind of guy like, well, at least my leader has got a shine. So it doesn't really have to be an alternate art. As long as the leader shines, but yeah, there's only one Enel art of this, so I just got the alt art. What this leader does, it is a yellow leader with 5000 power with 4 lives. The only mono-colored leader with 4 lives, as I remember correctly. And what it does, on opponent's turn, once per turn, when the last card of the life power gets removed, I get to trash 1 card out of my hand, I gain a new 1 life out the top of the deck. So it is a leader. Instead of 2 swings to kill him with 1 life, you can have at least 3 to kill him. But let's go further with the deck profile. What I play? First, I play 3 Shirahoshi blockers because of the big numbers. In an early game, we need to protect as many life as possible. So we're gonna play a lot of blockers. Same like 4 Brulis. A generic blocker, but there's a trigger where this gets triggered, it plays yourself for free, which is amazing. 2 Gadatsus to KO opponent's characters with a total life of the opponents. 2 Rocket Luffy's to get rid of the small bodies, mostly blockers in the end game. And 2 Sanji blockers. So why I choose this ratio of the 5 drops? Because blue, purple, Luffy is a thing, so Kodatsu won't be to pop many things, but they will pop smaller bodies, like the bodies of Zoro and Bella Betty and stuff. Same goes with Luffy-Taro. Only he has a trigger that can KO a 4 cost or less character, and from his active main. He needs to be on the field, and you need to have at least max capacity 2 lives, because if you have 3 or more, then you won't be able to use his ability. And also when you're able with him to KO a character on the field with his active main, you get to draw a card, so it helps you get faster to your bigger bodies, what you're gonna need in the NL deck. And 2 Sanji blockers. Same with the Luffy, his effect is only active when you have 2 or less life. And I think 2 is just enough of it, because you have smaller bodies to use as blocker. Alright, now to the 2k counters. I play 4 Zeus. Let me get this straight for the camera. Yeah, Zeus is a new card of OP12. Mostly for the most decks, I'm like, yeah, you can KO something, but I don't want to really take that life. Well, and now likes to go low as possible with his life, so this Zeus is perfectly made for him. But if you can control bodies with like Gadatsu and Rocket Luffy, then you should be fine. This is more like the backup plan. 3 Beige Capone, just stopping an opponent's attack with his triggers. 2 X-Drakes. When you have less life or equal to your opponents, you can play this card, rest him, and then arrest a 4 cost or lower character of the opponent's side of the field. So it helps better cards for board clearance to start the opponents out. And 3 Frankies. Just when this gets triggered by 2 or less life, you get to play for free and you get to draw a card. So as you can see, I play a total of 12 2k counters in the deck, because you're gonna need it with Enel. Now the non-counters. First 4 Kikus for the Yamato starter deck. But yeah, as I said in many videos, Kiku is now really a strong card because of blue, purple, Luffy. Because when your opponent is 3 or less life, and if this card gets KO'd, you gain a life, and this character plays herself for free when your opponent is 3 or less life. 4 categories. Great 8, 9 Don Curve play to remove an 8 drop or less from opponent's side. So let's say against blue, purple, Luffy. This category can get rid of the purple category blocker, which is actually ironic. But it also gets rid of most green decks against Captain Usa's Kid. It gets rid of the Rayleigh, like Shanks if there's still a thing. Many more examples this card can get rid of. To Captain Usa's Kid. This is more of the late game card, like opponent has 1 or less life left. You can just play this, trash his last life, and then swing a full face with big bodies. 2 Yamatos. Just once it gets in play, you get the KO up to 1 character upon the set of the field of the total life combined on the field. And then if you have less or less life yourself, you heal 1 at the top of your deck, which is really amazing with Yamato. Here I play 4 10 drops Enel, aka Slam Dunk Enel. That is like the best boss character of the whole deck. Just it has Russia automatically of himself. When you are leader's Sky Island, very important. So this card also works in Galgara. And when he attacks, you get to discard 1 card of your hand. If you have 1 or less life, to heal 1. And then he becomes 12k beater until the end of the opponent's turn. So, for example, you have these 2 on the field. You have 0 life. You swing 2 times with 2 discards of your hand. And you gain 2 lives. And both become 12k beaters, which is really strong. And then for the last of the 10 drops, I play Ace. Ace is kind of card like, I want to play this card early if Enel is not necessary, or he's like that backup plan if you can't play Enel. And these are my non-counters cards of this deck. It is a lot. You might think it's gonna break, but there are some cards that can solve the problem. And those are, you're the one who should disappear. It is a basic zero event, so if you discard this card with the other cards from your hand during the opponent's attack, it automatically counts as a 3k counter. But the most importantly of this trigger in this deck is, the most important thing about this card in this deck is his trigger. Because his trigger state, if this card gets triggered as the less life you had in the pile, you get to discard 1 card from your hand and then you heal 1 at the top of your deck. But here's the fun ruling about these 2, because if this was the last card of life, you get to heal 1. But Enel also says if the last life gets removed, so if you hit this by discarding 2 in total with this combo, you heal 2 cards, which is amazing. I play random Gum Gum Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk. What a name. Just off the flag space, I think 1 is enough, because the other 2s are damn punk. The reason I play 2 damn punks is 2 things. The first one is you get to KO 1 of your opponent's character that is a 5 cost or less to looking at your own of opponent's life, and also decide if you want to keep it on top or put them in the bottom. And the trigger is draw 2, discard 1. So that's why I play with the Rangers with 2 Kadatsus, 2 Rocket Luffy's, and then with this. So I still have pretty much good control about the mid game range with these cards. And then this one is just for the defensive side, of course with the zero event. But you're always hoping to have at least 1 zero event at the bottom of your life, just to annoy your opponent more. And with this, that was my God Enel deck profile. So, as usual, if you enjoy this kind of deck profiles, leave a like, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, click on the subscribe button, and be awesome, stay awesome, and until next time, bye bye.